Do this. We on. Mm, 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 mm. It is the midday talk. I've been promising nothing but the best and good news, and I always deliver. And on my screen today, I'm live, guys. I'm live. You're actually seeing the face. You're putting the face, the voice to the face today, and across from me is sitting. I'm Kamogelo Maubane, the side hustle CEO. How are you, ma'am?
I'm very well, thank you. And thank you for hosting me today. I really appreciate this opportunity to be reconnecting with you.
Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you. It's wonderful. And I think I said this offline. You look amazing. You look beautiful. Uh,
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, 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 and yes. Welcome once again to the midday talk. Yes, we are late, but it's said that is never. It's rather late than never. It is 21 minutes past one on a Wednesday afternoon, the 11th of May, 2022, and my guest today is Kamogelo Maubane of Side Hustle Favorbank Motions. I want to get into that, but before we get into the businesses and who Kamogelo is, do you have a shout out that you want to give out? Because I know for a fact that so many people have been tuning in since 1 o'clock because they can't wait to talk about what side hustling is and who Kamogelo is all about. So any shout outs?
Oh, okay. Well, I just want to give out shout out to Side Hustle community, crowdfunding community, and the BBS market community, the Fox Nation community, and everyone under Work Nation, my parents as well, and Leader Maureen, who had actually helped and worked hard, to make sure that this actually happens. So I'm really glad for this opportunity, and yeah, shout out to everyone.
Yes, yes. Shout out to everyone, dear listener. Thank you for tuning in and thank you so much for joining us and always being at the midday talk. Like I always say, that a radio presenter is never alone. And today I'm joined by the beautiful Kamogelo Maubane. And if you want to get in touch with us, we are on 0694021131. There's on WhatsApp for calls. And also, if you have a shout out or even a comment, we are live on Facebook at Agape FM. So please do come in and join us. Let us have a conversation. It's not an interview, it's a conversation, right? It's not
Yeah,
an
it's
interview.
a
You know,
let's have a
yeah, I
conversation.
came in with my cup filled because I want to know more about you. And before we get to the questions, and everything, I want to read a short piece from your bio so that my listeners know who we're talking to and what you're all about, so that they're not
Oh,
lost. And those notepads actually have a title that it's Side Hustling with Kamogelo.
oh
And
wow, that's
yes, yes.
beautiful.
Kamogelo Maubane is a young, influential, industrious, and prominent female global entrepreneur, professional digital marketer, metaverse and NFT expert, business coach, author, motivational speaker, a mentor, a leader, blockchain technology expert, and more. She has started a career in medical studies and engineering studies. With the passion she had of becoming a businesswoman, she then pursued her passion in entrepreneurship. I'm going to stop there, right? Because there's a lot in just those three lines. There's a lot that I want to discuss. But in a nutshell, who is Kamogelo? Just tell us in a nutshell who Kamogelo is before you are this amazing person, this amazing woman with so many, I would like to say so many coaches because you have so, so who is Kamogelo? If for someone who does not know you on a business level, who is Kamogelo?
Okay, I would say Kamogelo, basically it's a very humble, very passionate and very kind lady, all the way from Polokwane, Sishir Humuleti. And I grew up with both my parents and my siblings. And just like any other mother who actually cares about their children, they would actually tell them, go to school, get a good grades, and get a job. You see, so that has been my mother, and she's even telling me, today. You see, so but in my years of growing up, what I realized was, I always been that person who's actually consciously aware of the environment and what is actually fed in my subconscious mind. You see, so I literally take. I had been, a very distant person, but who is actually focused. I started writing my book when I was 9. Can you believe that? So I would actually. Yes, I was actually that focused young person who actually had a vision where I wanted to go. So, and my entrepreneurship journey basically didn't start, now. It started when I was 8 years. I started selling avocados when I was 8. So, but my mother, she's Venda. So I used to visit my granny in Venda, and I would actually see these beautiful trees and big avocados. And in my mind, what first came was that passionate of selling. I could sell this, you see? And noticing the gap, because I actually, stayed in Polokwane, I noticed the gap that, if I could sell these avocados and bring the market in Polokwane, I would actually start my entrepreneurship journey and also get that skills, you see? And believe it or not, each and every single day, I would actually sold out. All those avocados would actually be sold out in a day, you see? So, and I was just only 8, and I was doing it because of, there was something in me that I always tell people that if you really want to know what are you passionate about or what do you like to do, always go back to your childhood memories. You see, go and do the introspection. It will actually come faster. What do you want to do? What do you love to do? What are you passionate about? So, although I studied my metric, and I realized that I by then remember after matric, life after matric, you need to go further your studies and so on. So I went to study medical science, and of which I didn't. It wasn't my passion. I can say that, because as I was studying, I realized that I couldn't actually stand, the medical field side, and that's when my brother told me about engineering science, and that's when I embarked in the journey. And also, although I was a fast learner, teachers would actually tell me, "This is not your field, Kamogelo. You don't belong here." You see, so, and that's when I actually, I was aware of that, and I did a little introspection about myself, and I wanted to, get something that I would actually be happy about, because the choices that you make today can definitely, affect your future for the rest of your life. You see, so I was conscious of the choices that I'm actually taking today. You see, so with the regards to my interpersonal skills, I just I always had been an entrepreneur since an early age, and because of that, as I did my introspection after years of studying and that, I wanted to find a direction for my life, for my future, what I wanted to do. So that's when I thought, oh no, man, I was always a passionate person who actually loved selling and also loved educating people and changing their perspective. You see, so that's when I was in Pretoria, by the way, by then. So I met a gentleman, of which is my partner today, and we're working together, to create wealth creation together. And it's very interesting journey because of, that's when I started learning about network marketing. As we went to seminars, I learned about crypto as a whole. We went deep into, understanding what this was, all about. You see, so today as I speak, I'm a Web3 developer, meaning that I can create my own NFTs, I can create my own cryptos, I can create my own exchanges, and I also want to empower young people, especially pass the skill to them, because that's what I want to, I'm passionate about, educating people and also sharing knowledge and also growing together, building communities. You see, I always wanted to build businesses. I always wanted to, create a legacy. Yeah, that's all about me.
It's not all. I know for a fact that it's not all. It's not all.
Yeah,
You tapped into a lot of things, and before I get to the studying part of your life, please kindly define what entrepreneurship means to you, and how would you determine a successful entrepreneur.
Well, entrepreneurship for me, it's a way of doing something, doing something about, the time that you have, at the moment. You see, so entrepreneurship can be your talent. It's not necessary about just starting a business. You see, it's a whole lot of things. As for me, it's all about, problem solving. You see, because as an entrepreneur, you must always be a solution orientated person. You see, you see a problem, you're thinking how you can fill the gap to bring about that solution. You see, so for me, it has always been about solving problems and bringing solutions to people, especially in this era that we're living in, the digital era, the technology, the information era. So there's just a lot. There's just a lot of problems that one can actually solve. So also it's about being vision orientated. You see,
Sure.
it's about seeing a vision and how you can actually work to get there. You see, so entrepreneurship. Most of people would say that it's more about selling. It's more about they say it's more about networking. So, but in abroad, if you think about it, a lot of entrepreneurs, they can just get started any time of the day, but they won't keep that consistency. So it's about keeping the consistency in building, and also about personal development as well. You as you yourself, you need to be develop. You need to develop your mindset. It's all about mindset. How you think about all these problems and how you're going to work towards it, because it's more about being, you see, you being that entrepreneur that you say you are, right? And you doing it, the entrepreneurship stuff that you say you're going to work on. Because obviously we can say I am entrepreneur, but come let's look at the work part. No one is willing to do all the work that entrepreneurs must be able to do in order for them to get those results. You see, so for me, it has always been about the most importantly, personal development. I always say that entrepreneurship, guys, it's not about it's actually about 80% or psychology and 20% technical. You see,
Yes.
so always, you must always develop your mindset so that the technical part, it will be easier for you, as long as you're thinking in a way of entrepreneurship and doing the work. All the results, you'll be able to see it, and keeping that consistency every single day. So yeah,
33
that's
minutes. Yes, thank you. And the 3 minutes past one, it is the midday talk. You're in with Nwabisa, and my guest today is Kamogelo Maubane of Side Hustle Favor Bank Motion, and we're just one question in, and I feel like recording everything so that I can write them in my notebook, like I always say that. Bring your cup half filled to the midday talk, because we are learning here, and because we're learning more, so much more, that today is Entrepreneurship Day. Again, it is Entrepreneurship Day with Kamogelo. Now, Kamo, blockchain expert. You call yourself that, and in fact, you are called that. Right, you have earned the title. Now, I want you to elaborate what is black blockchain, and how can the youth use this the skill? How can they get the skill, and how can they use the skill to eradicate poverty within South Africa?
okay. To better understand what is a blockchain, right? So it's all about how much do we have, Lala. But anyway, let's get to understanding how did the blockchain came about. It's all
Okay.
about you understanding the Web3 development, right? So, but first of all, let's start first by understand what is this Web3. First of all, we had what we call the Web 1, of which it was only about reading only, and it was about company based, where companies would actually post the information, and all we can do was it was actually enabling the showcase of information, where we can be able to read only the information. So this was the first phase of the internet, you see. So that is where users did the advertisement, where people could store or share or download digital information, you see. So internet back then, it was actually new, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
so as the internet, or as this internet evolved, we had what we call the Web 2, of which Web 2, in my understanding, we can say it's a read, write, and also, creating content, right? But it's community based, because it's also involving community members to participate in it. You see, unlike Web 1, where it's only about company posting, all that, but Web 2, it was also about engagement, you see, where somebody would post something and they'll be able to engage, you see. People could interact with each other, you see. So social media was actually introduced in the Web 2. So there was actually the interaction and also the collaboration as well, so with each other in that way. So that's when actually Facebook started, you see, back then. And then now we can interact with each other through the Web 2. So now I can say the Web 2 is actually the enhancement of this Web 1, you see. So as technology was actually evolving, so that is where we have the birth of the podcast that you are having today, you see. So it's because of that, and also the blogging, the tagging, the social bookmarking, the social medias, and the web content, voting, where people could actually vote, you see. So now that's when actually Web3 was actually developed. So with Web3, basically, it's all about read, writing, and also owning something. So remember, this is about the evolution of internet as a whole, right? So now, evolution of this Web3, it was actually the evolution of web utilization and also the interaction as well. So in nutshell, we can say the Web 2 was all about the communication, right? And then the Web 3, is now about the exchange in value, you see, which is now leading us to this blockchain. So in this Web 3, basically, one can actually own a piece of just like you, Ahabe, right? You are a community, right? So anyone can actually own a piece of your community through what we call the NFTs, through what we call the tokens, you see. So that was, it was actually about incentivizing members. It was about, Web3 is all about incentivizing. That's why we have loyalty programs from different companies today, you see. So some would actually trade, use it for pet, and some would actually keep it for access purposes. You see, let's say maybe we have an event, and then they'll tell you that the only entrance to use is you have to own an NFT of that community. You see, so that's what we had. That's where we had what we call that. So, but imagine what will Web 4 be about. You see, so but talking more about blockchain, so that is where this subject is going to be very interesting because of with regard to the blockchain. Blockchain is actually a technology. You see, it's actually a technology. So this blockchain is actually a decentralized public ledger, where we can say is a store of data. You see, because everything that is on a blockchain, it cannot be deleted, it cannot be destroyed, it cannot be manipulated as well. So meaning whatever that is there, is there. You see, you cannot, you cannot delete it anyway. So whether you like it or not, it will always be there. You see, so I just saw also an article today about South Africa issuing the license through blockchain. So the new
Yes.
driving license to be
Hmm.
introduced in South Africa, with the plans to use blockchain. You see, so that is actually very interesting because that is where we're getting, and you saw that is actually the blockchain technology. So it's like a file of cabinet. You see, think of it as a file of cabinet where all the information is actually stored, but whatever that is stored there, you cannot delete it. You see, so that can also solve a lot of problems because we have a lot of problems in Africa whereby, dockets in the police station are missing. You see, the dockets at the, health facilities are missing. You see, and then also the voting as well, because you see now the votes are being rigged and stuff. So with the help of this blockchain, we can actually solve all these problems. So it's all about the store of this data. So of which I'll also explain how did cryptocurrency came about, how they collaborate together with this blockchain.
Mm. And I want us to keep it on the, because I there's a question that I want to ask you later on the interview about the cryptocurrency going into the blockchain as well. But now I want, help me understand now, how does this
Yeah.
blockchain, right, help eradicate the poverty within South Africa? How can the youth be equipped with the technology that stores everything that does not, like you also mentioning that in the store nothing gets deleted and nothing gets tampered with. So how can the youth, how can us, how can we get in or in how can we get acquire the skill to to help and acquire the talent, or not that, but the skill as well of the blockchain?
Okay. Okay. As far as you know, us the youth today, how we can use this blockchain is that we can learn how to code, especially on the on the blockchain. That's how we can be able to create our own cryptocurrencies and stuff, and also create a purpose base, you see, and use of artificial intelligence, of which is taking place over today as we speak, and also the financial industry as well. So that is how we can actually utilize this blockchain today, as everyone who also want to know what is this blockchain's purposes.
42 minutes past one on a Wednesday afternoon. You are listening into the Midday Talk with Nwabisa, and my guest today and is Kamogelo Maubane of Side Hustle Favorbank Motions. Kamo, I'm tapping into your studying life now, your university life when you were still studying, before everything, before the crypto, before everything. Now, when you were studying, because you also mentioned that you studied medicine, right? And then when
Yeah,
because
medical
you're
science, yes.
medical science and you were not passionate about that, so your brother told you about engineering sciences, and also what changed in there, because now you have a passion for business, and which I'm also seeing right now, that you speaking from passion, you're not speaking from something that you have learned along the way, but it's something that you live by. So what changed along the way, that from engineering sciences to being a businesswoman? What changed, and how did you go, how was the transition, well, from tapping into a student life, in especially a student of engineering, to entrepreneurship? How was the transition?
Okay, I was actually in touch of when you're doing something and then you feel like you don't even see the future on that particular thing, you see. So I can say, yeah, I had a lot of challenges in discovering how I'm going to get into the business space, you see. So but I guess for me, it was more about searching, because I always had been searching, you see. So with that search, they always say, search and you will find, right? So with that search, I think it's the one that actually helped me, get to the point that I am. Even though,
Mm,
I was in the medical, or I mean, in the university studying, my years of studying that medical science, there was something missing in me. I would feel that there's a gap, a huge gap, a hole actually in me that was actually, missing. So we must connect with what we do, in most cases in life. That is where you'd actually see yourself furthering most of your things. So, and the time I was doing the engineering science, I was not happy. I can say I was not happy. You see, I needed something that can make me happy, something that can fulfill, my purpose in life, right? But by then, I didn't actually know that I would actually end up in the business field. But through searching and also years of learning, that is where what got me where I am today. Yeah. So I guess it was always being listening to your intuition, and also having the passion to actually discover what your purpose was all about. So that is what got me here where I am today, and never stop learning.
And never stop learning. I love how you put that. You never thought that you'd end up in entrepreneurship, but now you are in entrepreneurship, which means entrepreneurship found you. Yes, you were discovering yourself.
Entrepreneurship.
Yes, it found you. It found you. It really found you. I'm going to leave it at that because I understand that there's a lot that we want to talk about, and there's a lot more that we need to talk about. I feel like the time we have is just too small. It is really too small.
Oh yes, so perfect.
How do you mention right in the bio with the part that I did not read, because I want you to elaborate more on this. You're inspired to build a seven-figure business through leveraging in multiple streams of income. Now, I understand the part that you want to build. I understand. I believe that we all understand the part that through multiple streams of income, but seven figures. That's number one, and number two, how do you define? Because firstly, please define what multiple streams of income is, and how do you remain disciplined within those multiple streams and each stream actually. How do you remain disciplined within each stream while producing everything that is lucrative within those streams?
Okay, your first question was about, or the second question was about, what does multiple streams of income mean to me? So multiple
Yeah.
streams of income actually means that being involved in different industries that has high liquidity, because the most important thing is to find something that is liquid. You see, why companies are doing what they're doing today is because they want to find liquid. You see, so we actually multiple streams of income for me, it is about leveraging in different industries that actually can create you a passive income. Because in most cases we actually were taught, and let me say we were taught that we need to get the end income, right? We are not taught about the cash flow, how we can generate the passive income. So, but exploring in multiple streams of income actually helps you, how you can generate passive income, and then use that passive income to finance your lifestyle. I like using the end income to finance your lifestyle, or which, financial literacy, it's very important in this era, especially understanding what all these multiple streams of income. That is why I actually chose network marketing as a first, stream of income. Why I chose this network marketing, it was because I looked at the market cap, or it's actually a multi-billion industry that actually generate billions annually. So I wanted a share of that. I wanted, because I do understand that that is where actually millions are paid to distributors, promoters, and also independent marketers as well. So, and also giving, opportunities, especially to those who are actually without job. Right now, somebody was thinking, okay, multiple streams of income. It means I need to have a lot of money to be involved in this. You don't really actually need a lot of money to be involved in this. You can start for free. So that's why I actually chose network marketing, because of, there's no inventory that is actually needed, and there's just a little startup. So now, how I discipline through learning and also engaging. It was more about, engaging with people who are actually doing it. You see, because if you want to win in something, surround yourself with people who are already doing it, and how you can actually learn different aspects from them that you can use to add more components in your life and make and become successful in multiple streams of income. You see, so as I speak about network marketing, you don't need, just like now somebody would say, okay, I need to start a business. They're already thinking about, I need a funding. You see, so those are traditional businesses, right? But with network marketing, what I love is not like other traditional businesses where you need inventory, infrastructure, personnel, or all other, more overhead. So you don't need that. So whether you don't have qualifications, you can qualify for this. Whether doesn't matter your gender, it doesn't matter your color, it doesn't matter your background and your age as well. So always make sure that you read books as well, you learn, so that you can acquire ways on how you can earn through this multiple streams of income. So yeah.
Oh, nice, beautifully said. And this takes me to my favorite topic. Okay, I thought we'd have like an hour to ourselves through on this one, just speaking about side hustles. Now, what before we get to your own side hustle business, which is the name side hustle, I want you to make us understand. Okay, just tell us what is. How do you define side hustle? Because I've got my own
Oh, you're
opinion.
cutting, Lida.
Am I cutting? Ooh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly now.
All right. And I was asking about the side hustle because on my own research, my own tiny research, what I got was that the word is a combination of of a side not being the main and the hustle being in a hurry, meaning a hurry to pursue something
Yeah.
energetically. Now, how would you define a side hustle with your own caliber and your experience within the entrepreneurship field? And then there's a question that I want to ask you just after that.
Well, a side hustle for me, basically, when people think of a side hustle, they're thinking, oh, okay, so do I have to leave my part-time job and then start doing all this? So it's all about, for me, it's all about, sorry, that is my alarm. Stop. Yes. So it's all about being and doing and also having, right?
Hmm.
That is side hustle for me. So it's all about being what you say you want to be, right? The most important thing, a lot of people got it backwards. They're thinking, okay, maybe I need to obtain something first before I can start doing it. Maybe I should
Okay.
obtain something first before I can be happy. You see, so for me, side hustle is all about you being it first so that you can end up having that thing, right? But you working on doing it every single day. So whether you are maybe with a job currently, so you can take your side hustle, you can do the side hustle on the other side. You see, you can work on your dreams on the other side. It doesn't mean now you're thinking of, okay, I need to sell something. It can be also your talent. How many people are now at the workplace or working the works that they don't like, but they do have, so much talent, right? So much talent that you'd actually be surprised why this person is not fulfilling what they have to do. You see, so it can be also your talent, right? It's a side hustle, right? So and do what wealthy people actually are doing. That is side hustle for me. You see, wealthy people, first of all, they never stop learning, they never stop doing, they never stop making sure that they make sure that they earn whatever money that they have. It's not their destination. They always have a journey to pursue something. That is side hustle for me. You see, because in most cases, you find that somebody, let's say, people who are without financial literacy, maybe in South Africa, basically. That's why we have channels like I Blew It Off. You see, you find that somebody has a million now, but but because of the lack of what they can do now, you see, they end up doing whatever they have to do, buying things that they know is going to go down in value, and end up losing it again and starting again from zero. And then when they get started, they don't have skills, they don't have all they have to do. So it's about what you love. It's about what you love to do. So that is what side hustle is for me.
It definitely is that. That's what I believed. Again, that's how I always believe that you can do so many things at once, and if
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
disciplined,
that's true. Yeah,
continue to
discipline.
also things. You can have a job, you can have this one permanent job and have part-time jobs working on your skills and volunteering there and there, as long as you are getting what you want, and it's you are passionate about what you're doing. Because there's one thing to do something that you're not even passionate about, and
Yeah,
you
that's
just
true. That's true.
you are wasting resources of 55 minutes plus one 5 minutes to two. I wish we had so much time, my pet. This is where my time ends. But before we end off the show, I believe that we need to have a follow up on this. Hey, we need to talk more about this. Tell us, what is a side hustle favor bank motions? What is it all about?
Okay. Well, side hustle, favor bank motions. It's actually, about it's about people. Basically, it's about people working together, growing together, learning together, earning together, and also finding ways, how they can leverage in different streams of income. We're talking about, cryptocurrency involvement, the blockchain, and network marketing, and also the financial market as well, because some they can call it foreign markets, commodity stocks and currencies. So that is what side hustle paper bank motion ecosystem is about, right? It's about people working together, earning together, and having that ecosystem to leverage it on, and also owning a value chain, right? Side hustle basis. Imagine now a community of people having their own products, right? They're having their own clients, and they having their own distributors as well, and the money just circulate in the community. So that is what side hustle is all about, right? We are about establishing a community that in the future, right? If, let's say, for example, somebody has a poultry business, in the community, we can just buy from them, right? If somebody has whatever business that they have, and with the same, because our whole mission is actually to also generate profits in this wealth creation, and also use that, be able to use those profits to fund other young entrepreneurs businesses. There are just a lot of dreamers inside hustle community. So we're talking about a community that is that has a lot of entrepreneurs, the professionals, the soccer players, the artists. It's just a combination of different people. So building together in order to leverage in different streams of income. You see, so, and our whole aim is to make sure that at least we have over 1 million community of entrepreneurs, the marketers, and also the individuals as well. So we want to actually teach the network marketing the right way. We want to teach the cryptocurrency the right way, because we see that there's a missing gap. Side hustle is all about giving that education to the people. You find that somebody now, they have bought the bitcoins, but immediately when you ask them what is Bitcoin, none of them know about Bitcoin. You see, so that is where we saw a niche. We saw a lot of gap, and we want to fill that the gap, so that people can understand and have the knowledge. And also in the future, we want to do the network marketing expos. You see, the cryptocurrencies expos, just like in Dubai, where they have expos annually. We want to make that happen in South Africa. You see, we want to make sure that all the youth in South Africa are actually participating, and also they know how to create their own crypto. They know how to create their own exchange, and also the NFT, not just buying and then without understanding, because most of them, they're just doing it because of a hype, right? So it's all about education. Yeah.
Yes, I wish we had more time. We've got 1 minute left, and the next show is about to come in. And let me ask you. You mentioned in your bio that you are going to. You know what the richest people will have one are going after, and you don't want to be the people or be part of the people who are looking for jobs, but you want to be part of those who are that you know what they're going for, right? This is
Yeah.
also of the buy that is also on you on Facebook on our Facebook platform. Please do go and check that out. How I want you to please elaborate. In fact, share with us what do rich people know that we don't know. What are they going after?
First of all, you are your own decision maker in your own life.
It's
That is
true.
what most rich people know, right?
Mm,
You are the one who decide who you are, right? Most rich people, they're not actually afraid. They're always discovering. Like I said, to them, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey, right? So now, how well you have, how well you're actually doing, whatever you are doing now, is only you who can tell how are you doing it, right? How best you are doing it. You see, so you also need to understand rich people always understand that they are their own role makers, right? They set the guidelines, they have to do what they have to do. So guys, always learn every day. You see, invest in assets instead of liabilities. You see, a lot of people now, they're buying things that they know that is going to go down in the drain, down
mm,
with value. They're not going to gain anything, right? It's like they're afraid of doing or investing in themselves, investing in something that will bring value in their life, right? They're afraid of a fear of losing, right? Rich people are not afraid to lose something, right? Because they know that in life you cannot actually lose. It's either you win or learn. There's no lose. You see, so stop being afraid to lose something, right? So stop being attached to something. Stop being attached to things, right? So always be a dependent thinker. Always be somebody who's actually ready to see, okay, if I take this road, where can it lead me? You see, so it's all about you designing your own world, understanding what your world is all about, and how you're going to create your dreams around that world.
mm.
So that's
Dear
what rich people understand.
And now, dear listeners, after midday talk, you know what rich people know, and I believe that in your own right, you are also rich, right? We are rich. It's just that we have not, we did not understand the potential that we have. And if you are sitting just there and you have a talent or a skill that you feel like, in fact, you can make money out of it. It's a side hustle. Said formerly said by Kamogelo. I did not say it. Kamogelo said that, and you can do everything. And going into your motto, we have less than a 0 minute right now. We've got seconds in.
Oh,
Um,
basically,
you, you
yeah.
can do things, and that's your motto. That's what you go by. You can do all things. Is this has this impacted you in all your streams of income and in all your spheres of business, that every time you go in a business idea you feel like I can do this, I can do um has this been an effect as impacted you in all ways?
Yes, it is. It was actually, my driving force. For the fact that have that mindset of saying I can do this. You see, most of
Hmm.
the time we say I can't do this, and the moment we say I can't do it, the minute we start blocking everything, right? How about you say I can do that, and then now see how the world will conspire together in helping you find that thing. You see,
Hmm.
so the minute you say I can, you are actually opening so many possibilities in your life that you can actually, use. And a lot of people would actually say, I've got this problem in my life. They keep complaining, giving giving excuses why they're not doing something. It's like those problems are not part of their success. It's part of your success. It's part of your story. So, but how you're going to, overcome that? That is what is very important. You see, you can't say, "Oh, I can't do this because I've got this problem." That problem, make it part of this success, and you'll see how far you go. On the other side of your fears, there's all that you want to be. There's all the person that you want to be. So overcome that fear, overcome that challenge, and you will see how far you can go.
Oh, and that's how we close off. I was about to ask you a word of encouragement, but that is just that you just gave us that. You gave us that. Above all, God is still the creator, and with Him, everything is possible. You can do anything. Just have faith, and also, like Kamogelo is saying that leave your fears alone. They are part of your success story. So stop being afraid. Stop being afraid. Where can we find you on social media for just in case we've got questions and someone wants to ask you some further questions about the crypto and everything side hustling?
Okay, I'm available on Facebook as Side Hustle, and also we do have our page. You can check it out. It's Wealth Creation with Side Hustle, and also on Instagram as Side Hustle CEO Favorbank Motions, and yeah, I think those are the most platforms that you can actually find us at the moment, and also on Twitter as well. And
Mm-hmm.
otherwise, we do also have, the WhatsApp. So it's 078 777 0598. So one can always connect with us, ask questions, and how they want to get started.
And there you have it. If you missed any of those, please do contact us on WhatsApp or on calls. We are on 069 That is 069 We will glad to refer you to Kamogelo and her team at the Hustle, as the Side Hustle. Kamogelo, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was lovely learning from you and speaking to you. Let me just say that I learned, and I hope that whoever's listening right now, wherever you are, you also learned that that notebook and that pen was put to use, and the glass of water was just being used right through. Yes, so I'm leaving you today with God of Everything by Viwe Nikita, because I believe that God is of everything, and Kamogelo did say that everything is possible. Right. Thank you so much. And be blessed. Please do stay tuned. At 3 o'clock, we have a word from Pastor Bubusi. And right after that, we've got much more coming up. Be blessed and stay true to your